So now we're going to work on combining staccato sounds with legato sounds. Remember that when we play legato, we want to play our notes very smooth and connected. And we will know that we're supposed to play legato when we see the legato markings known as slurs. Those are these curved lines right here, all along this phrase here, under here, over here, and so on. Those markings tell us to play legato, and then again, the dots over or underneath the notes will tell us to play staccato. So very often when we play music, we are going to be combining both legato and staccato sounds, and that's what we'll be doing in Hungarian dance right now. So I'm going to go ahead, first of all, and look for my repeated patterns in my song. Notice here at the beginning that I have a C to a G, and I have this pattern here. Notice at square 4 that the beginning pattern is exactly the same, and here it changes up a little bit in measures 5 and 6, but it's still very similar. Again, measures 7 and 8 are exactly like measures 11 and 12. So always look for those patterns when you're learning a new song, because that's going to make it much easier to learn if you look and identify those patterns before you begin, so you know that you really aren't having to learn every single note from scratch, because you've already played either the same pattern or a similar pattern earlier in the piece. So to play this piece, I'm going to go ahead and set my hands up again in C position. We're kind of stuck here for a while, and we're just going to stay in C position. I'm going to start with my right hand on middle C. I've got a nice accented note there. And then I'm immediately going to connect that to bass clef G, which I'm going to play with my left hand thumb. So I'm playing with those thumbs to start off, and the song goes like this. C, G, G, G. Legato here. Square 4, accent. Now I have a repeat sign, and I'm going to go back and notice that the dynamic markings at the beginning of our piece say forte dash piano on repeat. So when I repeat, I'm going to play piano this time. Going on. Staccato and legato. Legato here. Legato, and now staccato. And that's how you play Hungarian dance, and that's how you mix together legato and staccato. So I'm going to scroll on down, and we're going to look at the next page, which is page 48 in your book, Irish Washerwoman. Again, we're going to be combining legato and staccato in this piece. And we're also going to be adding a new note, and that new note is treble clef A. So if you look at the top of your page here, you will see that treble clef A is a space note, and it is a second or a step above treble clef G, and it's going to be that very second space in the treble clef. Remember, those spaces spell out the word F-A-C-E, face. And so we're looking right here at the second space, which is the A in face. So again, notice in Irish Washerwoman that we have several legato markings as well as staccato markings, and we also have a time signature of 3/4. So we want to make sure that as we're playing this, we are counting mentally in 3 and not in 4. Also notice that at the beginning we only have 2 beats and not 3. Remember, we call those pickup notes. They actually belong to the last measure down here, which is left with only 1 beat. So those 2 beats or 2 quarter notes have run away to the very front of the song and decided to cut up in front and push their way to the front of the line. So that's where they are now. Again, I'm going to be in C position. Do notice that there are a few places where we have a fingering shift, so we want to be ready to move our hand as needed where it needs to go. So I'll start at the beginning with finger 5 in the right hand. staccato, left hand, staccato. Square 5, I'm going to move my thumb up here. And now look at square 9. Here I'm going to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to play an E with my finger 2, and I'm going to skip and shift my hand down. I'm going to skip over that note with my thumb and just jump my thumb down here. And now I'm back in C position. Staccato. Nice and staccato there on the end. We've got one more that we're going to look at, and that is Waltz by Frédéric Chopin. And again, we're going to have some right hand changes. Notice we've got this finger 1 moving, and then we're moving up here to put finger 3 here, finger 3 here, finger 3 here. And this is so that we can keep playing this same pattern with the same fingers, even though it's in a different place on the staff each time we play it. So to start off, I'm not even going to set up in C position. I'm going to put my left hand in C position, but I'm going to go ahead and move my right hand down so that my thumb, finger 1, is on B. And I'm going to play left hand, the G, then I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to play G again, and I'm going to move my whole hand up, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to play G again, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm going to go straight on to 4. Then I've got another finger shift, and so I'm going to stay on that G, but I'm going to move finger 3 up there. G, 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 A, G, F, move finger 3 down, F, G, F, E, move finger 3 down, E, F, E, D, stay here, D, E, D, C. And then at square 9, we have the same pattern that we had in the beginning. So we'll keep going there. Finger 3. And that's how you play Waltz by Frédéric Chopin. And that is all that we will do today, combining staccato and legato.